Hi.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
You should come with me, and I think I'll be alright. But I'll definitely stop by a place with that beer.
I can handle things from here.
Good luck in there. And I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
Sounds like we really made an impression on him. Oh, walk in the park. Okay. Alright, welcome to Arcadia. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. And that.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Arcadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Okay, that's a bit rude, but I kinda wanna ask. What are you?
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I'm looking for Kasumi.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own, and I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Alright, keep talking.
All right, Dima. We'll humor you. Keep talking.
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in, Nick. Give you some time to think about it.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
Who
That's
or
really
what
not.
she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these, or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
No, I was frozen.
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I was with my husband, we were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my son, Sean, and well, a lot happened since then. I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran the vault. We were frozen.
Take your time.
I was the only survivor.
I
Pretty much.
remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept
200
you,
years.
no matter what you decide you are.
Thanks for the mind scrambling.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Arcadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Who are you? What's your story?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
Tell me about Arcadia.
Tell me more about this place, Arcadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
So everyone in Arcadia is a synth?
So, everyone here in Arcadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them. You're from the Commonwealth, like Kasumi, yes? I'm sure you've had your own experiences with my kind.
Yeah, we have. I'd like to hear about your experiences first. Since they're just machines, nothing more. I don't believe that. I don't really have an opinion on synths. Yes, I do. Well, I know Nick. Obviously.
I'd like to hear about your experiences first.
After I left the Commonwealth, it was decades before I met another of my kind. At first, I didn't believe it. I'm a prototype. I escaped long before synths could pass for human. I thought the person I was talking to was deluded at first, and then I realized the truth. That we were the same. I didn't know it then, but that's when Arcadia really started.
Well, I know Nick.
Well, I know Nick, obviously.
Yes. Of course. What else can I do for you?
I guess that's it.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps
We're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Help Chase, help Faraday. Okay. Oh, Chase, hello. Yo. Hello.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense.
I wanted
with
to
the
see for
fat
myself that
lunatic.
she's safe.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Arcadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
No argument from me.
Hey, no argument from me.
Good. Glad to hear it. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help if I can.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
Okay.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
Well, that's easily done. Have you seen the fog? I'll see what I can find out.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Alright, as soon as I'm back at Far Harbor, I will do that.
It's giving you trouble. I could give that
Faraday's
terminal a
too.
look.
No, I'm pretty sure I could get through my Nick, thanks. Yep.
So, you've talked to Dima.
Yes.
You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
Dude, I agree. Yeah, that is a good cause. Let's do something.
You're
to
right.
it.
It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
You do all this work yourself?
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can. But no one else really understands Dima the way I do.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Dima looks like he had a lot of work done. He does.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
Yeah, he sounds like a good man. And yes, I'm calling him a man, not a synth or a robot. As far as I'm concerned, he's a man. If there's anything I can do to help, yeah, come on, dude.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
I'm really not dressed for this conversation.
What happened to the boat? Why
Sorry.
didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there, and what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once, and I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Sure.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Yep. Alright, we need to find Kasumi, who is working in a basement, apparently. Well, that requires a key. And up's not going to help us get down. Definitely said down, right? It did say down. Down. Hello?
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
I mean, I guess, you know, we can get rid of the fog and maybe cull some of the monster population. It'd be quite nice.
It's kind of beautiful in its own way.
That's refreshing. Most don't view it the same. I'm glad someone else can see it. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
So what you doing?
So, what exactly are you doing?
As much as I can, given limited resources. Cataloging specimens, observing evolutionary trends, compiling data for future generations. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
Alright. I'd like to help with research.
I'd like to help
Apparently.
you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
I have some flowers for you. I do.
I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any, I'll be happy to take them.
It's alright. It just popped into my head saying that, oh, maybe I've got those flowers. You need them. I don't need any more fertilizer right now.
Sounds like you
Hello,
got the all clear.
Cog.
So what's your story?
That's rude. I'm just taking a look around. I came here looking for Kasumi. Yes, I did.
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you.
Yep.
It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
Yep.
I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Alright, let's see
I'll
what you're
take a
selling,
look.
dude.
Sure.
Now we're talking.
So do you have chugging shells?
Yeah.
Oh, you also sell missiles. That's good to know. Bobby pins. Wonder glue. Don't worry, I'm not gonna take everything. Just a few supplies. Yeah, you guys do these stim patches of synths.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Dejen. I'll probably be leaving soon.
I'll probably be leaving soon.
That's for the best. Arcadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble.
Hey, no trouble from me. Dejen?
Did you need something?
Chase. That goes up. Ooh, duct tape. If you don't mind, I'll definitely take some of that. Right, who else do we have here?
Arcadia
Whoa.
may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly
Naveen?
wasn't what I was expecting, but it means there's hope, right?
It's good to have a true hope can get you through the worst of times. It's gotten me through more than the worst of times.
That's a good attitude. Hope can get you through the worst of times.
Believe me, I know. When I first escaped, I had no idea what to do with myself. I was so lost, so scared. But I heard rumors of Chase and what she was doing, that she was bringing people to a safe place. A place just for us. And now here I am, for all it's worth.
You're lucky you found a place in the world.
You're lucky to have found a place in the world.
Yeah, I guess. This just wasn't where I thought I'd end up. Any of it. I've just gotta keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting every bit. No, they're not getting better every day. I wish they were, but they're not. It's the same as it's always been, as far as I can tell. Whoa, get bed, Nick. Jesus Christ. You think of the Commonwealth as back home, aren't you a synth? Yeah.
You think of the Commonwealth as back home? Aren't you a synth?
Well, certainly. Why wouldn't I? It's where I came from. I would like to see it again someday. Once things settle down here. Arcadia is all well and good, I suppose. But honestly, it does get a bit boring.
No offense, but you crazy. You're safe here, that's what really matters. Yes.
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
Nice. Alright. What else do we have?
I've just gotta keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
You wanna buy something
Jule?
or what?
Must be, because I don't recognize you. Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Sorry, didn't mean to bother you.
Sorry. Didn't mean to bother you.
It's not your fault. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you couldn't have, so just forget it.
Okay then. Ooh, weapon
That's
station.
a nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency.
Where's my... this? Can I change you? No, that's the receiver. Sights. No, I need one more nuclear material. Nick, yep. Wait a second. No. We'll say... no. No. Nuclear materials marked. Okay. Yeah, Nick, keep your eyes open for an alarm clock. Or something that has nuclear material in it. Or even nuclear material itself.
Arcadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got.
Alright, let's keep going down then.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Hey, Kasumi.
Keep going. I don't sleep or read or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it.
Maybe if I reroute the sensors?
Yep. I will do that at some point. Let's have a chat with Kasumi.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
You're not really their daughter, right? You're a synth. We don't know that. You're not a synth again, don't know that. You can work that out with your parents. I'm taking you home. I'm not gonna force you to go back.
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are. I mean, she could be. You haven't replaced anyone. I mean, again, Right, hold on. Now back up. Yeah. Let's do this properly, shall we? You on, you, and you. Or not, because... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, sharp, no. Maybe that sharp shadowed metal left arm. Alright.
What are we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
Hey, Kasumi.
Who are you? Are you new here?
Yeah,
I'm a detective.
Yep,
I was
done this.
You left without telling your folks.
Look, my mom and dad...
What
do you mean?
I'm not... I thought if I've been lying to...
Alright. I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. Part of life. You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Riai are still your parents.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Arcadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
Something's going on, then I can help.
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Details, women, details.
Right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
help if I
I'll
can.
help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I'll figure this out just to hear. Eavesdrop on the next meeting sounds like a best bet. Step aside and let the master hacker show you how it's done.
You're not saying anything.
Kinda want to do both, but I guess hack
Step
terminal.
aside and let the master hacker show you how it's done.
If you're sure. Good luck. Once you have something, let me know.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Talk to Dima studio. Oh, right, okay, I can do everything.
I swear someone has... the key to that storage room. Maybe Cog? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.
Alright, well, I ain't no master pickpocket, so that will be going that route, but maybe I can pick it. Yeah, oh. Alright, there's current project. Full condensers. Internal motors reworked to correct problems with units becoming off balance. Dima's proposed upgrades for flow intake, integrated. Power consumption reduced by 7.2%. Feedback from Far Harbor representatives taken into consideration. Dima precise words were noted and ignored. Alright. Dima's upgrades. Vacuum tubes resealed after corrosion noted in multiple locations. Adaptive seating motors recalibrated. No additional instances of Dima becoming entangled in memory access apparatus. Power couplings upgraded. Personal, I am concerned that we are approaching the limit of what Dima's internal power source can safely accommodate. Too much more of this and he risks overworking himself. Alright, past projects. Reconstruction surgery. Subject S2 brought in requesting facial reconstruction. Surgery completed successful with minor scarring. Subject satisfied with procedure. Technique improves with every additional attempt. Subject V5 brought in after incident on island. Severe trauma to head and upper torso. Cognitive function impaired. All functionality restored. Subject redacted brought in after incident during trip to Arcadia. Significant trauma to left arm repaired, full functionality restored. Okay, why was the last one redacted? Range. Right, can we get into this? Yes, we can.
Through.
Programming. Alright.
That'll do it.
That did do it. It's in here. Ammo, meds, deathclaw hide, a bucket, all caps, bowler hat, fusion cells, flamer fuel. Ooh. Oh wow, there's a lot of ammo in here. Missiles. Nice. Oh, this must be where they do the facial reconstructions. I've just noticed there's a surgical bed in here. Well, not facial reconstructions, but reconstruction surgery. Like I said, I'm not going to take everything. We'll take that though. Condensed fog. Okay. What can I do with that? Gonna glue. Okay, how the hell do I get out of here? Expert lock. Oh, it is an expert lock, so it'll be. Ooh. Just small increment moves. There we go.
Got it.
Eavesdrop on the meeting. Hide and wait. Yeah.
We need to accomplish this without bloodshed. Far Harbor and the children of Adam have a right to exist on this island, the same as us.
They're going to kill each other, Dima. There's no stopping it. We need to pick a side now.
Haven't we already picked a side? Building the fog condensers around Far Harbor wasn't exactly a neutral act.
We couldn't stand by and let the people of this island die to the fog.
Just like you couldn't just leave the Cult of Adam without a home? Giving them the submarine base was a mistake. The nucleus, as they're calling it, is basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had cast them out. They have strange beliefs, but they have always accepted us for what we are. And Confessor Martin was a friend.
Well, the new Confessor isn't. High Confessor Tectus is an unstable megalomaniac, and he's gonna keep threatening us as long as we're helping Far Harbor.
Guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We keep dancing around it.
My old memory banks in the submarine base.
I can't believe you never told me about those. I have to wait until they become a security risk.
I know how it looks in hindsight, but at the time, it was an act of trust. I was honestly more worried they'd accidentally trip the pre-war security and get hurt. Giving the children my old home, allowing them to safeguard my old memories. I thought our people would be working together.
Just how secure are the banks? How long do we have? And what's in them?
I've gone over this before, Chase. I don't know what's in them. That's how it works. It's as close to forgetting something as I have, but I've run some projections of worst-case scenarios. If we do nothing and the wrong knowledge falls in the wrong hands...
So send me over there. I'll be in and out in a day.
We can't risk it. They know you're from Arcadia. If you're caught, or even seen, then it's war.
We should at least prepare her to go in. We're running out of options. I say we tell her how to crack into the memory banks.
You've been working on this without me?
It came up in a private moment, Chase. But yes, we've been writing a program that will let you access and download my memories. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'm finishing up some tweaks to the program right now. I'll leave a copy of it for you on my desk when I'm done.
Get the program, use it to break into the memory banks. Got it.
Hopefully you won't have to. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I only want you going in if we have no other choice.
Has got his fingers everywhere on this island. And whatever's in his memories isn't something we can wait for someone else to find.
I've been told the Valentine Detective Agency signs are an eyesore, but they sure bring in the business.
Actually, I'm not gonna those, I can sell them. Anything else in here? Ooh, yes.
Well, no accounting for taste.
Ooh, bags of cement. Definitely. Fertilizer you can keep. Alright. Yeah. We'll stand up. Hello. Ah, stairs. This is what I was looking for.
You want to buy something or what?
Buy some? Ooh,
Hey
you sell
there.
stuff?
You want to buy something or what?
I've
Hell
got
yeah.
a few minutes to browse.
All right. Yeah. Take a look.
I'll take those. Actually, no, I'll take some plasma cartridges too. Let's see, where's my aid? I have some antibiotics. Do I have any like mentats on that one? Jet? No, nothing. Okay. Alright, I'm good, I'm good. Take it. Take it and go. Well, let's check out Faraday's terminal.
I'm in.